Hey, Jim.
I'm alright, I'm good, thanks.
So tell me, what was it like to see yourself aging 20 years?
Yeah, it was interesting, you know? It was like interesting seeing how people sort of go from, 23 to 43. I guess at first I thought it was just going to be loads of prosthetics and it was going to be this crazy makeup, display, but it ended up just being very subtle, really. And I was just quite pleased I managed to keep my own hair.
Yeah, they gave you a different haircut for each age.
Pretty much, yeah. There wasn't 20 different haircuts, but yeah, anytime we felt there was been a big shift in sort of Dexter's life, where he'd sort of changed emotionally, then we sort of, played around with the look of that a little bit.
Now, did you actually do that hike up Arthur's Seat? I know how high up that is.
Yeah, and not only that, there was no toilets at the top, and if we ever needed to go for a pee, we had to walk all the way back down again, and then all the way back up.
Did you get lost coming down? I got lost coming down.
No, like me and Anne are always like heavily chaperoned with people with walkie-talkies, like, yeah, he's just going to the toilet, yeah, we can hear him coming out now. So no, there's never any chance, they wouldn't dare lose either me or Anne, I don't think.
You're a big movie star and yet you have to be chaperoned to the toilet.
Always, that's always the weirdest thing about being in a film, is that if you go to the toilet, there's always someone waiting for you as you come out. I think it's called a 10-1 or something they call it. It's like Jim's just come out of a 10-1. It all sounds pretty military operational.
Who did you base the late night talk show host after? Anybody in particular?
Not really. There was, it was a sort of, I guess, in the back of my head, and when I didn't sort of actively seek to research any sort of particular talk show host, but, I've grown up with that sort of TV being put in front of me, so yeah, there was a few people. I'm sure it was a weaving of those personalities. Plus, I just thought, well, how would Dexter do it,
Is it because nobody sleeps at night in England that they have such late night shows with all these crazy, up people all the time?
Yeah, it's because everyone drinks so heavily, then the pub shuts so early, and then there's nowhere to go, so you might as well go home and watch a really bad TV show. That was sort of the idea behind it. And it was, there was a particular show in England which was called The Word, and it would have, all the current music and all the, people on it, but it always had these big sections of, people that would do anything to get on TV. So it'd be like some guy who was prepared to, snog his granny or drink his own vomit or something, And that was, and we were highly entertained by it.
Highly entertained?
For years I was, yeah.
That's so funny. Now, I know that you're very musical, and you've had your music on several soundtracks, so
Yeah.
Is it in this movie at all?
No. The sort of I wouldn't have thought the music I made would have suited the sort of tone of the film, I don't think.
What's your next project?
I just finished doing a film called Ashes, which I filmed back in England, and I just did a film with Kirsten Dunst called Upside Down as well, which I don't know when that comes out.
And is that something about another universe?
Yeah, it's a sort of it's a crazy film. It's going to be amazing to watch. I can't wait to kind of see it. I mean, it's dreamt up by this amazing Argentinian guy called Juan Diego Solanas, and he basically had this dream about these two people from these two worlds that were upside down from each other. And to get to the other world, you have to sort of defy gravity. So if I go up into another world, I walk around on all the ceilings, and it's kind of like a love story set within an M.C. Escher painting or something, it's pretty crazy.
So did you have to do that gravity walk where you were suspended in midair?
Yeah, I spent a lot of my time in a harness, turned upside down, being sick in my mouth. They actually gave me this contraption, it was in my dressing room, that I had to sit on, which spun me upside down so that I could spend sort of long periods of time upside down,
Gorgeous. Looking forward to seeing that, and I love this movie.
All right, cool.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, cheers.